guys, and welcome to Stellara Craft, the show where we cook, craft, and create all things geek-tacular. I'm Stellara, and today we are in my kitchen. We are doing our first cooking video. And real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to Miss Nikki Cribs for giving me the kick in the butt I needed to get into the kitchen and start filming. Today we are making a Japanese dessert called Mizu Shingen Mochi. This is a Japanese water cake. It is super light, really delicate, and absolutely delicious. And we are serving it today with a strawberry compote. So let's get started. Let's start by gathering everything we'll need for both recipes. You'll need some strawberries, a lemon, some measuring tools, a knife, a spatula, a microplane grater, some sugar, agar powder, some kind of starch, and then also a mold or silicone tray. Start by zesting your lemon. To do this, take your microplane grater and rub it along the side of the lemon. You want to use enough pressure so that you get the lemon peel and the oils, but not to go so far that it gets down to the white part, because that's where it starts to get bitter. Once you've zested the entire lemon, go ahead and take and put some pressure and roll it on your cutting board. This is going to break up the juice sacs within the lemon and make it easier to juice. Now cut the lemon in half and remove any seeds, and then squeeze to juice. If you don't feel like you're getting enough juice out of your lemon, just take a fork and stick it inside and move it around a little bit. This will help break up the juice sacs. Next, take your pre-rinsed strawberries, cut off the top bit, and cut them in half. Once you've done this with your entire pound, your ingredients are prepped and we're ready to start cooking. Let's start making our Mizu Mochi. You'll start with 2 tablespoons of white sugar. Now, white sugar is really important if you want clear mochi. If you use brown, your mochi will turn out a little bit brown. So add that, and then 1.5 teaspoons of agar powder, and then 3/4 cup water. We're going to do this 1/4 cup at a time because the agar powder is a little bit difficult to get to dissolve. So add 1/4 cup, and then using your spatula, you're going to go ahead and stir it around until it looks pretty well dissolved. Add another 1/4 cup of hot water to your agar mixture and stir it around. And I'm using hot water here so that when we add it to our agar water, it doesn't condense up before we're ready. Add your last 1/4 cup of hot water, stir it around, and then bring it up to a low boil, a little bit of a simmer. And then we're going to let it simmer for about 30 seconds while stirring. This is going to make sure that all of our agar powder and sugar have completely dissolved. After about 30 seconds, remove your mixture from the stove and then carefully pour it into your tray. I experimented with a couple of different tray shapes and sizes, and I found that spherical seems to work best, and then also things with large surface areas. So this tray has small balls in it, and that's what we're using. Now go ahead and put your tray into the freezer for about 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes, move it from the freezer to the refrigerator and let it chill for about 2 to 3 hours. Now let's make our strawberry compote. We're going to start with a 1/4 cup of sugar and a 1/4 cup of water, and then using a spatula, we'll stir those around until our sugar is completely dissolved. And then add your starch. The amount of starch you use will vary depending on how thick you like your compote. I just used a 1/2 teaspoon here. And then give that a nice good stir until your starch is completely dissolved. Now add your lemon juice, lemon zest, and strawberries. Now stir everything together to incorporate and bring it up to a medium-high heat. Once it starts to boil, take a fork and mash about half of your strawberries against the side of the pot. This is going to help release some of the strawberry juices and give the compote its jam-like texture. Once this is done, turn your stove down to medium-low and allow your compote to simmer for about 10 minutes while stirring frequently. You'll know it's done because you'll see that your amount of liquid has reduced by about half, and then when you run a spatula through it, you'll see that the liquid takes a moment to fill up that space that you've created. After about 10 minutes, remove your compote from the heat and transfer it to another container to cool. Alright guys, it's been about 2 hours and our Mizu Mochi is ready to take out of the fridge. So gently remove the top and then very carefully use a spoon to take the mochi out of its mold. Now we're ready to start dressing it, so grab your strawberry compote, and if you'd like, you can start off with just a little bit of the syrup and drizzle it around the edges. Or if you'd like some more strawberries, you can fill your bowl with the strawberry compote and then place your mochi on top. The key here is to work quickly because this will start to break down fast at room temperature. All right, guys, the moment of truth. Our Mizu Shingen Mochi is all set and ready to go. I just wanted to mention that this stuff is really delicate and will dissolve quickly at room temperature. So I recommend that you only make it a couple hours in advance and then serve pretty much immediately once you've taken it out of the refrigerator. But, compote! It is so good, guys. It is so just delicate. It hits the tongue and it just kind of evaporates. And then paired with the strawberry, it's just a little bit tart from the lemon, a little bit sweet from the strawberry. This is just so good, guys. I hope that you guys decide to make this at home. It's a really easy recipe. It just takes a couple of hours in advance, but it is so delicious. Also, what's great about this compote is that it is delicious on other foods. So it is amazing on pancakes or waffles. It goes great with a yogurt parfait in the morning. Or, and this is my husband's idea, you can put a little scoop of it in the bottom of your champagne flute and then have a nice little champagne treat. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If so, please leave a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button for more nerdy videos every week. And don't forget to share your love by sharing this video on Facebook and Twitter. Also, let me know in the comments below, what did you think of this video? Did you try the recipe and was it delicious? Or are there other recipes you'd like to see us try out on Stellara Craft? I'd really like to hear from you guys and see what you have to say. I will see you guys next week, and until then, bye. Also, one of the great things about this compost is it goes compost?